Hello guys, and welcome to another episode in our Royalist France campaign. So yes, I'm finally back from my little hiatus of recording. Well, to be fair, I ended the hiatus in the previous episode, and you guys probably didn't notice too much at all. Or actually, there was a little bit of a hiatus between episode... was it 8? And the next one after that, because at that point I got addicted to MNT 2.0, the mod for EU4 for those who don't know. And so I just sort of forgot to render any videos. So yeah, that was my fault, but hopefully I have been better at recording after that, or uploading I should say. That's really the annoying part of it all, because I have such shit internet. Anyway, speaking of shit things, the North German Federation is really not doing too well. Jacobins, really? Aren't these guys already a republic? I mean, I guess they just granted voting rights, so I assume the voting rights are rather restrictive. Although there are commies as well that have risen up, so I don't know, it'll be interesting to see what exactly happens to the Germans. But this is good, I like that Germany, or North Germany, has basically died at this point. So now we just need to dismantle the South German Federation, and we will be good to go. I mean, yeah, it's interesting because, never mind actually, I was about to say, ooh, it's so special that the cores of the South German Federation, or the cores of the nation that used to be down here are still around, but they are that in the north as well. But yeah, I mean, imagine if we could successfully release Bavaria, or, maybe some of the nations closer to us, so Baden and Württemberg. They could be nice little buffer states, but it's so expensive in terms of infamy. You really are not allowed to redraw the map in this game, unless we can successfully trigger a great war. I do have one great power ally in Japan, but I don't know. For some reason, I have a little bit of a feeling that he's not going to be super interested in joining in whatever stupidity we're going to be engaging in soon. I mean, I could consider, because the thing is, if I start fabricating a claim now, I will go over the infamy limit, which will, well, maybe go over the infamy limit, which would cancel the alliance with Japan. But what we might do instead is what I could try and fabricate a, could do a place in the sun. Or maybe just a humiliate Caspelli, just to make sure we don't go over the infamy limit before we actually go to war. Or I could just relax and actually wait until my infamy chills down a bit, but... oh, well, I think the game just answered that for me. Yeah, we will do our, our standard routine. Man, that's really one of the things I hope they fix in Victoria 3. The rebel system in this game is so broken. Like, I get that you will have rebels, but I don't see the point of rebels unless... unless rebels are actually threatening, it's just not fun, Rebels need to be like an actual challenge. Right now they are not. They're just fucking annoying. Like, unless you're at war or have like unhumanly large militancy, rebels are just not going to be a threat to you. So I think they should just have like a little bit of an AI that tells them, like, unless we have a reasonable chance of winning, don't revolt, because we are just going to get ourselves killed. I mean, I'm sure there was a fuck ton of people who wanted to revolt in Russia, but they didn't actually go for it until, the war. Well, there was the what is it called? The fucking the 05 revolution. I'm sure it has like a name, but I don't know what that name is. Although that was not that revolutionary. It did create the parliament, I think, but the parliament. Ooh, yes! Lions. Oh man, good thing we waited. Okay, so Russia is now actually my ally, which is a thing that complicates things a bit, because Russia is also the ally of like everyone else. Oh my, but we can abuse this. We can abuse this like so badly. So what I'm thinking is war against Italy, and then we'll have to see if the Russians want to join, of course. See, that's another thing. Like, why can I not see before the war starts whether or not the Russians would join? Surely that's not too much to ask for. Like, I want to know before I go fabricate a claim whether or not the Russians actually will join. But no. Those are not the ways of Victoria 2. But I mean, I feel like that says something as well, doesn't it? The fact that this is still such a fucking great game, even if so many things in the game are just completely broken. It does give you an idea of the parts of the game that are really good. Although, I mean, playing this after playing MNT 2.0 does also point out some of the big limitations of Victoria 2. Because I've gotten super used to, at this point, you know, being able to build a city wherever I want, you know, establishing trade centers and making... Ooh. Well, I'm not actually going to go against the United Kingdom, that would be stupid, but I want to see how hyped the Russians would be to join such a party. Like, yeah, they will accept. So, once again, you shouldn't, you know, necessarily put that as like a general rule that Russia will now always join my stupid wars, but still, that is a little bit of a hint that they might be somewhat interested in going. Oh my god. Well, I mean, I thought I was... Maybe... Are you collapsing for this? No, he did not go over the infamy limit, so he's not having those problems. Although he might have the no more war modifier. That might be part of the thing that's breaking him. But, you know, these kinds of infinite rebel cycles are, you know, kind of a problem in Victoria 2, because, like, part of the reason, like, having rebels gives you more militancy, and as a result, you just get into this infinite loop of rebels. So unless you can keep it under control, like I have been reasonably acceptably good at doing so far, you're just gonna die. Yeah, I'm thinking war against Italy here. Oh man. Romania and Mexico as well, of course, but yeah. Thing is though, we'd have to do some stupid casus belli. Free peoples maybe? No, because the Italians have lost their course. So I can't... Oh man, releasing the two Sicilies? That would be so good. Do they have any dumb colonies or something I could take? Because the thing is, like, if you don't actually enforce your demands in a war, you lose a fuck ton of prestige, and I don't like that. Well, I want to clean up... I would like to clean up this general region a bit, so if I could convince them to give back this place, that would be good. Although Hungary will actually be in the war against me. Or no, actually, no they won't, because they're not actually allied to him. Which makes sense, because, you know, this stuff. Really. I need to... Seriously, Hungary, there needs to be some revolution here, you know? Fascist, yes! Fascist revolution in Hungary. That's what we need. Fascist Hungary to retake their Lebensraum. And then, I don't know, exterminate the Slovaks or something. Sounds like a fascist Hungarian thing to do. Anyways. Although, no, actually, we're so close. I think I'm just going to wait it out. I'm going to wait until we have 14 infamy before I start fabricating anything. You will be fine. Alright, so stupid shit is happening. The Germans, who are fascists now, I don't know if I mentioned that, are now being invaded by the South Germans again. So the annoying part though is that Russia decided to join the fun. Also, we now have the Union of Britain, because they as well became fascist. Right, so my game decided to crash for some reason. It seems like whenever I clicked on Britain, it just died. So let's not do that again. Did I really break the game when I started editing the files? I really hope I didn't. Well, my nation is broken. We know that for a fact, but yeah, this is no good. Come on, we're what, 24 years casus belli on the Union of Britain. Well, I don't want to click on Britain in order to get a war going, but I'll get some extra Dringoism. We are, however, now sufficiently low on infamy, so we can now begin planning a war against Italy. Hopefully the war, yeah, the war with... Okay, so that just wrapped up, actually. And once again, the blobbing continue. Yeah, what is it up with these cores? They're like, oh, I'm going to have a core on specifically this province, but not on anything, you know, linking this province to this province, because fuck it. God, no idea what's going on here. But yeah, let us invade Italy. It is time to expand our borders. Acquire state. Emilia will be French. Seriously, how can it not be? It is righteous and just. And we got busted. So yeah, it was good that we waited. Where did my army go? Did they all revolt? Holy! No, but seriously, where did my army go? What? I just lost 100 regiments! Game, can you maybe chill? My fucking army just disappeared, so... well, I mean, we still luckily have a lot of mobilizable brigades. So there is that, but you know, I'm still... Ah, Victoria 2! I mean, I'm you know, was getting a bit annoyed at the bugginess of MNT 2.0. And then I come here to Blaze of Victoria 2. the game is barely holding on together. Oh man. French communists, yeah. Gonna have to manually deal with that again. No, don't walk there. Let's be smart about it. Well, hopefully Russia will join, because without Russia things will be a bit weird. Because no troops are like, yeah, no tanks this day. And my economy is poop. Why? I guess maybe it has something to do with Africa being in revolt, but you know. Come on, Africa. Newfoundlander, come on. Jesus, fucking memes, man. What did I ever do to you? You are a well-integrated part of France. I mean, this province is even majority French. What do you have to revolt about? God damn. God damn, Victoria 2. Oh jeez. Look at the Metis people. Is this a Metis land? Yeah, it is. Okay. But I don't see why they are being assimilated into Metis. Also, last time I said Metis, people got salty in the... Well, one dude got salty in the comments because I am presumably mispronouncing it horribly. I know it's like a... isn't... Like, Metis is like a lovely mix between French and native people that just sort of hung out in these, like, godforsaken lands of, you know, not highly populated Canada. And as a result, they sort of just sat around doing their own thing for a while. Also, oh man, gotta play Metis Confederation at some point. That needs to be a thing. The kind of a crazy assimilation and stuff you can do in the Americas in this game. Recently did a Texas campaign on my own, where I was successfully able to make all of Haiti Texan by the end of the game. I even lost Texas to the Americans. So my capital was in Port-au-Prince, and Haiti was majority Texan. I need to make like a Reddit post about that and link it at some point somewhere. But it won't be in the comment section of this video, or in the description I should say. Because I am feeling very lazy today. So, yeah. What, really? Fuck it, really? The Russians don't want to join? Russia? What is this horseshit? Oh, he's... Oh, okay. Well, I mean... so no... no. Yeah, see, that hurts my plan. What is my plan, you ask? Well, I wanted to, you know, be in a war with Russia and just sort of let that war go on forever while I was destroying the Netherlands and the South Germans. But that's not going to work now, is it? But, well, okay, I still think we should just wrap up this war with the Italians, because that will at least give us a truce with them, and that'll give us some time to mess around with other people. So fuck it, let's just get this done. Although, I kind of want to break the infamy limit, because I would like to take Sardinia as well. Breaking the infamy limit in this war would kind of, well, I don't know, I don't even care anymore. Yeah, because I don't... The only real problem here is the Netherlands. Like, I don't think it would be too expensive in terms of war score to take both Zeeland and Flanders in one war. So we're gonna hope that we can still pull that one off. So let us hope and pray. So let's go for Emilia, double check that that's the province we actually want. It is indeed. And so we will wage war. We'll not call our allies, just in case, you know, because none of the important people actually will want to join. I mean, I will manually call in some of the lesser people who don't really have much of a choice in terms of joining me, like Austria. Austria, I could actually probably retake some land from the Italians. Yeah, he has cores on all of this shit, so go Austria. Actually, you have core on this? Well, I guess it is a majority German province, but still. This is part of Hungary today, isn't it? So I guess maybe we'll see like a greater greater Austria or something. Well, regardless, let's start pouring troops in here. We'll want to be a bit careful, of course. Don't want to... oh yeah, that, well, okay, no, Romania or Hungary is not in it, but Romania is, so... Actually, let's see if the Turks can deal with Romania. Go Turkey! Go kill Romanians. It is your sacred duty and destiny to do so. You know what, I think I'm just gonna say fuck it to the infamy limit at this point. We're invading the Netherlands as well. Infamy limit be damned. If this is a mistake, then we will burn and die like Napoleon did. But so is our life. And we must endure such things. Also, my stupid rebels are attempting to walk all the way to Africa to kill some meme rebels. Aren't any rebels left? Well, yeah, over there, but surely these guys can do that instead of the European troops. Let's get real here. Hold on, why do the Italians have gas attack and I don't? Have I really not invented gas attack or gas defense for some reason? I have not! Well, now you're just being unfair, game. Come on, Victoria 2, you're better than this. And there we are. The infamy limit has been broken once more. And our income has gone to shit, so... Yay, so are you still allied to me? Well, for now. It wouldn't surprise me if that quickly ended. Also, yeah, the Italians have some weird priorities, but... Yeah, Austria, get your shit together. Why do you suck so much? I don't know, maybe starting a war with this guy at the same time as we're fighting this Italian war is not that bright of an idea, but I've already spent the infamy, so I don't want to not do it at this point. So maybe you should actually send some armies north at this point to ensure success. The Turks are doing fine against the Romanians though, it seems. But yeah, if you can just wrap this war up quickly, that would be great. Did you attack him? This looks like he did, but... Yeah, look at that gas attack. Seriously, we need gas defense. Where is my gas defense when I need it? So the war is kind of a mess, but, you know. As long as it's sort of working out, it'll be fine. Yeah, once our mobilized forces are coming in here, we are just shredding them. This is a really slow battle, though. I mean, this battle has been going for basically since the start of the war. Yeah, I just, man, once we get gas defense, we will win this. Easily. And until then, we're gonna have some troubles. Oh, fuck off, game! We're not losing this! Battles minus 21, yeah. Calling in the Turks was a mistake, I think. Well, they did deal with Romania, but... Other than that, they haven't been doing too well. Man. I think I'm gonna go get a drink. I've already had a bit of beer, because I was visiting my parents this evening. But my sleeping schedule is fucked, so I'm not going to bed for quite a lot of time still, so... Yeah. Once again, there's not necessarily a reason to mention that, it's just that whenever I get a bit tipsy, my gameplay tends to go down the shitter. I guess I can reveal I was not entirely sober in the the final episode of the Hungary campaign. Although I think not even sobriety would have been able to turn that disaster around. So let us continue waging the war and maybe get some bourbon, because that seems so fitting for this campaign. What? There's a crisis in Posen? Posen. Posen, if you translate this to Norwegian, it literally says bag. Like the kind of bag, or the bag, I guess, if you want to be grammatically correct. If you go to a store, you know, and need a bag, you ask for... Or if you want a specific bag, you ask for posen. So yeah, anyways, what is he... yeah, crisis. I'm not involved though, am I? Because well, I presumably this will go to nothing. What? Russia? Why are you fascist now? Can you maybe chill? Getting the amount of swastikas are getting a bit high here. Man, this video is totally gonna be demonetized. Oh no, I don't get my my, I don't know, a small percentage of $1 from my meme video. Although, to be fair, no one, no one was complaining when I committed genocide against the Bulgarians. So, if YouTube is, if YouTube is capable of tolerating that, surely they are capable of tolerating a couple of swastikas here and there. Anyways, I mean, I want to add a war goal now. I want to add a war goal to take Corsica, or I mean Sardinia. But I can't, because once again, it's one of those just cancerous, stupid mechanics of Victoria 2. Is that you cannot add another war goal until you've added all war goals. Like, all war goals you could add for Zero Infamy, you have to add before you can add, other war goals. But this bullshit war goal is 70% or 70 war score. I mean, I wouldn't even be able to enforce this, because I have already taken a war goal that takes like 39 or something. So in order to add Sardinia, I would have to add that war goal and then intentionally not enforce it. But if I don't enforce it, I will lose a grand total of 460 prestige, which is, and I will also gain 6 militancy. So I clap for Victoria, and I take a slurp in order to keep myself sane. Because holy shit, that is some very cancerous bullshit. What happened? Poznan is a thing now? Ooh, Poznan is a thing now. Seriously, I was about to be like, hey, HPM developer. Although, yeah, no, there's only one HPM developer. But I have a feeling he's not watching my video. He hasn't been active for ages at this point, so God knows when we'll get our next HPM update. My point is that there really needs to be like a Polish unification event. Like, if all of these Polish states are basically free, there needs to be like a thing to unify them. Sorry about that. Because, I mean, they're all even in the same sphere. Surely South Germany would see the wisdom in putting them all into the same state. I mean, presumably South Germany would want to annex them, but these are not German. Yeah, well, okay, so Silesia accepts South German? Dude, your state is North German. I don't really see the point of accepting South German. I mean, sure, there's a couple of South Germans, but seems like a bit of flawed logic to me. Although flawed logic is the way of Victoria too. But yeah, seriously, unify Poland. Make it a thing. I mean, there's, yeah, Galicia, Lodomeria is Polish. Yeah, wow, okay, really. I thought Galicia was going to be Polish and Lithuanian. But it's actually just Polish. So maybe we will see some assimilation. Yeah, already these places are turning reasonably Polish. No, I don't think there are any Polish people here today. I think they got kicked out after the war. Presumably they were the guys who were, repopulating the areas where the Germans were kicked out. Although I'm not entirely sure about that. I'm sure that's one of those, like, controversial things. Did Austria do... Oh my god, I love the AI. So, Italy just pieced out Austria, but Austria was like their main source of war score. So, so now they don't have any war score anymore. That's fucking hilarious, I love it. I utterly adore it. Yeah, Italy's falling now. Can we just end this? No. Actually, I don't want to end it. I want to start my war against the Netherlands first. Oh, okay, so the fascist revolution cancelled the alliances. So guess who's going to be invading everyone without any Russian involvement. Oh man, this is going to be great. I love it. I even have a fuck ton of troops here now. Most of them are just mobilized cunts though. And cunts, no matter how mobilized, are simply not very good at fighting war. So, high quality Victoria 2 pro gaming tips here. Anyways, seriously, how is this, how is this 2% war score? I don't even know anymore. But we can't invade, we can't invade the Netherlands yet anyways. So, I'm not worried. Ah, okay, so we just won against this army. That's good. Let's go ahead and wrap that up. Here we are. Acquire state casus belli against the Netherlands. Fuck yes. Onwards then, my brothers. Onwards. Oh, really? The stupid Japanese decided to ditch out? Come on, Japan. They lost their course on Korea for some reasons. I guess that's why they're friendly now, but still. Rather annoying if you ask me. But yeah, Morocco and Yemen, I doubt they will be able to defend. Although, to be fair, the Dutch actually have quite a huge army. Or at least they have a lot of war score. Actually, no, they have a tiny army. Why do you have so many points? I guess they have boats? Oh yeah, boats. Right, so but that's good to know though. The Dutch have a huge navy. Which means that our meme navy... Although, actually, let's see, what are our yeah, okay, no, we have more capital ships than they do, so... I assume we will be able to Shrek them to death. So let's go do that. So how much war score for Flanders? 94. Come on, game. Why you gotta be like that? How am I, like... I don't even know. That is bullshit, I tell you. But hopefully we can wrap this up. Wrap this war up quickly so that we can move on to other things, you know. Like invading the South Germans. Hey, South Germany, how are you doing today? Do you want to go to war? I think he does want to. Well, actually, he probably doesn't want to, but, you know, he's going to war, so it's not like he ever had a choice. Oh shit, I have not been paying attention, have I? Crap, can I get there in time? Oh, I can! Okay, nice. Stop hunting rebels and go help. Same goes for you, hordes of mobilized memes. Ah, once again, I messed up my front line. But what can you expect? At this point, I'm not super focused, to be perfectly honest, simply because I mean, we have basically won the game at this point. At this point, we're just trying to avoid border gore by establishing pretty borders. Right, so we're all working hard here now to put the Dutch out of their misery. But can I just point out something silly? Like, oh, we mobilized our entire nation, went over the infamy limit, and just murdered all the nations? Well, I think that equates to about 3.5 war exhaustion. But gain some meme modifier after the war's done? Oh, no, that's worth 50 war exhaustion. Totally. Yeah, no. That strikes me as like optimal game balance. That's the motto of HPM. Optimal game balance. Also, this is not very balanced, is it? Having a 300... Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, we can send it down here. Armies of that size have their uses. Prize of Infamy. Yep, there we go. Yeah, militancy for not accepted. Yeah. Kind of hilarious how we're getting that. We're getting, like, now we're basically rocking two different infamy modifiers at the same time. Well, that is pretty metal, if you ask me. Can we peace out yet? No? Oh, okay, so there's this stupid thing. Well, we're not doing that. Carnaro. I don't even know what that is. Is that some meme nation down here? Yeah, it is actually. Hey, look at me remembering. No, that's not worth a lot of... I mean, we can just end this war actually. That would be for the best. Nah, they would actually do that. Still makes me angry that I'm not able to take Corsica, or I mean Sardinia, but you know. Such is life. Actually, what I would love to take is I want to steal Hungary from their sphere. But I don't think that's possible. I would have to go to war with Hungary itself in order to make that happen. So maybe that's what I'll do next time. I'll fabricate against Hungary instead of Italy. That could be smart. Regardless, let us propose peace. So none of this bullshit, and just give me Amelia. Look at those borders! Oh, that's so smooth! Look at those borders. Holy shit. I mean, of course, you know, the rest of Europe is such a mess that it's kind of undoing the glory of my French Empire here, but, you know, maybe at some point the Austrians will get their head out of their ass and actually, you know, successfully do anything, as in taking their course back. Open and subsidize everything. We'll of course keep the war going by invading the Dutch, so we are in no shape or form done with this, and I'm not going to peace out with the Dutch until we we have good war score against them, but until we have finished the fabrication against the Germans, we're not going to do anything. Have you allied anyone? No, he has not. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh man, I guess people are a bit sick at this point of fighting the never-ending mobilized forces of France. I know I would be a bit sick if an AI France was doing this kind of shit. Actually, let's not do behaviorism, let's do electrical power generation. Yeah, that sounds a lot more reasonable. There it is. Casus belli against the everlasting Germans. So they have some friends. We're gonna have to fight the Polish. That sucks. I don't want to fight the Polish. I want to liberate the Polish and establish Polish client states. But sadly, there is no such thing as flexibility in peace negotiations in Victoria 2. And as a result, we will just have to endure. So let's see. What is the state called? It is called the Palatinate. And so the Palatinate is what I want. Shouldn't be too expensive, I say, and then it is. So, Victoria 2, you may 39 war score for one stupid province. I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of people in it, but you know, compared to the other provinces, it's not like mind-blowing. I mean, Victoria 2. Holy shit, I need to wrap this campaign up. And now I want to go play some MNT 2.0. I'm still having pretty fun though, so don't feel sorry for me. I'm just hoping that my editing is making this, you know, sufficiently watchable. Ooh, we might be able to dismantle. No, we cannot dismantle them because it is 70 war score to do that, and the Palatinate is for some ungodly reason more expensive than that. Regardless, though, we can get Flanders. So there we are. Wasn't this approximately the border of the First or Second Republic? French Republic, that is. I forget. The French have had so many republics, it's hard to keep track of them all. I mean, they did, my point is that they did at some point have, you know, quote-unquote the natural borders of France, but they never quite got to the Rhine River up here. They never bothered taking Zealand. Although I think maybe they took Limburg. I don't know. I'll have to watch or look into some maps when I'm feeling not lazy. So don't actually count on that happening anytime soon, because laziness is sort of my thing. You look away for 1 second and the AI is like, let me send like almost 300,000 people into the fucking Swiss Alps. Because I am smart. They don't even have gas attack, and I do! How the tables turn. Oh man. Yeah, let's meme some more troops in there. Oh, they're attacking over here as well. Yeah, AI is not that great. I mean, this is why these kinds of, you know, World War I stalemates never happen in Victoria 2. It's because the AI fails to realize that, you know, suicidally attacking like this is just stupid. And that's, I mean, you know, the generals of World War I, they did realize eventually that committing suicide is a bad idea. So that's why you got these stalemate. Like, the generals only really started major attacks when they, for some stupid reason, decided that they could do so. But that was not that often. I mean, the majority of the front line was, you know, relatively calm. It was only when, you know, the Germans were like, we're done, that shit got real. So, yep, your daily lesson in World War I history. That might very well be very wrong, because I stopped watching the World War I YouTube thing a while ago. I think it's just called the Great War or something like that. But it's pretty cool. They're like they're essentially like recounting the First World War as it happened in history. Because as of, it's 2017, right? So it's 100 years since the First World War was going on. So they're basically recounting the First World War as it happened 100 years ago. It's pretty cool. But it gets old, so you sort of stop watching it. I do anyways. Also, I need to be, well actually, I don't need to be good with my general or my managing of generals, because I feel like every time I try to send good generals into fight battles and whatnot, the AI never actually puts them in charge of anything. They just sort of keep the old... and there goes my front line. Actually, no, fuck you and your... fuck. Attack! Suicidally so, but anything to keep the front line stable. That is how it must be. Jesus Christ, these guys have a lot of troops. Can we just peace? No, actually... oh yeah, that's right, because it costs a lot of war score for some reason. And no one entirely knows why. It's weird though that I have not gotten a single infamy war yet. Or, you know, infamy war related event that starts a war that would never start in vanilla. But, I mean, I'm not complaining, so I guess I should stay true to that and not, in fact, complain. Oh, Jesus. Hello, big battle. Let us maybe do something about that, eh? Oh, never mind. There they are. So, fuck. Is there anything else I want to do, though? Oh, Slovakia is a thing. Why, exactly? I guess Hungary released it? I don't see why they would do that, though. I especially don't see why they would release a bunch of states that are basically majority Hungarian. I mean, this one is actually majority Hungarian. Or is it called a plurality when it's not over 50% but still the biggest group? I don't know. I don't know English. What do you expect me to do? Yeah, no, I want to of course go more to war with the Dutch, but I can't do that right now. And I don't have too many other ambitions in the South German Federation. Unless, no, I can't dismantle. And the fact that I can't dismantle means I can't do anything else. And as a result, I might as well just accept the peace. Acquire German Palatinate. Let it be so. Oh, look at that Rhine border! So good! Look at those borders. Look at those borders. I'm a huge fan of those borders. I mean, once we get Zealand, we are basically done. So, yeah. Once we are done with that, I can start drinking bourbon without feeling afraid that I will get tipsy enough to fuck something up. And that is positive. Right? It is Saturday, though. So I'm not drinking on a week. Okay, well, pause the fucking game. Right, maybe I said pause the game. Jesus Christ! Pause the game. Pause the game. There it is. Yeah. All right. So this is the one thing I really did not want to happen. Yeah, you should run up to northern Canada. So what is this about anyways? Ooh, containment war. Right, this will not be easy to win. This will be a legitimate challenge, because we gotta boat people over there and stuff. And yes, to boat is indeed a verb. So, shut up. Right. I'm gonna quickly see if this video has been long enough. And then I might end the episode. And then have an awesome cliffhanger to see if we can win against the Americans for the next one.